They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll run. This is Mason. And he is going to have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A run. And here's Mason. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That is hard. And he'll be marked down to the 15-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. An even 40 yards. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Made at the 6-yard line.
2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run it once more with Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Gonzalez tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead.
Zane Gonzalez.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 43. Here's 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of the receiver, pick up the first down. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
19,
On fourth down, here's McCarthy. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 43 yards.
Huge play on fourth down. It's a gain of 43 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard
To the
line.
air once more is McCarthy. Rolling right. Good blocking, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-7 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. Still going. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Gonzalez now for the point after.
The extra point.
It's up and through. And the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10.
Vikings 10. Zane Gonzalez set to
Both
kick
teams
off.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's complete. Some more on the right side. He's to the 15. And he will score. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Vikings. His first touchdown of the new campaign. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he runs past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Andrew Van Ginkel. He had 2 sacks in the opener and give him 1 more here in week 2. Now Penix on 3rd and long. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going now, Penix on 1st down. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
It's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. Flush to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him. And bring him down.
12 yards.
Andrew Van Ginkel. What a first half. He's pulling together his 3rd sack of the game. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge game, but still sort of a first down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Open man is Mooney. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Yellow, through. Hey, Steve, black.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one complete to Washington. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away.
That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down
and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
17 yards, the game there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Hawkinson, incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That'll be taken in by Moore. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
And the Vikings.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are slipping.
And he'll take it on in. Gus Oliver. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point.
Will Riker is lining up for the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Vikings extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Cousins gonna throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
2 yards.
Now a timeout.
Second down.
Atlanta. That's their first. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
I think this is going to go down as one of the more impressive individual performances that I can recall in quite some time. And they have tried everything to slow this guy down. And up until this point, nothing's worked.
Cousins now on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. Throwing now, Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 47.
Cousins to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Cousins. This one caught at the 4. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Second down, Cousins. It is brought in the end zone. Drake London, touchdown Falcons. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That is hard. And he will throw all the way. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
And what a swing in momentum here as you go into the half. Here you are offensively. Not only are you losing, but you really just have a desperation, no time on the clock. Let's see if we can steal some points. And you convert. Tell you what, that locker room looks a lot different now than it did a few minutes ago.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. A first down throw for Cousins. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Cousins now. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Now, Cousins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Now, Cousins. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Jonathan Bernard. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he will score. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Makes the score, Falcons.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that ball.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, having success early in his career. His 2nd sack in these first few weeks of the season. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. He's tackled down by Byron Murphy.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2.
6 yards. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is caught by Washington. And he he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down. A gain of 7.
Here's Cousins. On throw here, right side. Falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Left side in the hands of London. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
16 yards. And the Falcons first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Cousins.
First down, Falcons.
On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing is Cousins. That's caught. Right side, it's London. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Cousins. That is caught. And he's into the end zone yet again. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
Zane Gonzalez.
3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Vikings 31. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Taking this one downfield for Hockenson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it's going to be third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hockenson. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
Throw
line.
once more. Here's McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
24 more yards.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third.
First and 10 at
Sunday
the
Night Prime
22-yard
Time
line.
continues after this. They'll come up here, first and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets out second and 5.
Second and 5.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Forced out wide. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Out to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
Vikings first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away.
And he will score! Game on! Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
The Vikings will line up for the 2.
Throwing again is McCarthy. Moving to his right. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now, Cousins. This one complete to Washington. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Falcons first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
And a Falcon first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stops a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Listen to me. Cousins. That is caught by Nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball.
He will score again. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. Gonzalez checks on the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Ready up. Buffalo 18. Panther 11.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to run it. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. A throw on the move is caught. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
To throw is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Notre Dame.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And the Falcons 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
Cousins now to throw on first down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Listen to me. Hey, King, what's up?
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down.
Good route here. Black. Zebra. Yellow.
Cousins gonna throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. They'll come up for first and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout to talk things over before third down.
On the double. 19 Lion.
Here we go. One final play. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? 11, 18.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
18. What's that? What's the house?
Now Stroud. That's complete to DK. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. A little juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. You talk about this Miami defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Rhodes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 10. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here we go. Red 38. You just ran cycle. Steel black.
On 4th down, Love. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Oh, ready? 19 seconds. 18. What? Stop.
Stroud to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Patriots defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Stroud working out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Another Dolphins first down.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here we go.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd. Not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. And we'll see. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Patriots, first down.
Here's Love. And he will find his man on the outside. From the 43, here's second down and 1.
Brings up second and a yard. At the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Red, yellow. Right through.
Throwing. Love. And open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Going back to Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And Diggs has it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Ready. Here we go, set, snap, black ultra, cut.
Love looking to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Twice to Vito. Vito blue. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. (17-0) our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Stroud. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, uno more.
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Short throw will be caught by Waddle. And past the 35 will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
31-yard line.
All right. 118. Okay. 19 seconds.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Down the field, he's got Knoll. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Tony, look the hot, look the hot. Hey, uno more. Why Tony?
And Stroud now to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
No.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Barkley is going backwards here. Well, they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Speed left, speed.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap to Stroud. To the left side, finds his receiver Knoll. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And the Dolphins first down. First down and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Let's go. Red 38. Ready.
Love now. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 2nd and 16. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 13. But it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Love. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's good for a Patriots.
First
and goal, New England.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Love. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Blaster, 6.
Working out of the gun. Love. It's complete to Diggs. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Zay Flowers as the first half is winding down. And the Pats take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
Oh, now they're going to fake it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Stroud looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Patriots take over first.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Set, black, ultra. Yellow, 43. Red, cycle. White, blue, plastic, 6. Cut, cut.
Now Love. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Black, shot. Red, yellow. Set.
Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing. Love. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Ready, 6, left, black, 33, yellow, red, cycle, white, blue, plastic, 6, blue, striker, fuse, yellow, Edo, blue, drill, ready.
Love looking to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Black, red, yellow.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Solid red. Steel, black. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, he dropped it. Yeah, that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Green, down, 6, mega, yellow, 22, black, ultra, red, cycle,
Looking to throw. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Love to throw for it on fourth. That's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. KaVontae Turpin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Love throwing for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, it's Stroud. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Buggy. Why Tony?
Stroud sets up the play action. And he is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chimere Dike with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Dolphins 33, Patriots 14.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Green Jack. Real green plastic. Slide through. Red cycle.
Back to throw. Love. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. On 4th down, Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
11. Oh, hey. Look the hot.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
One, Tony. Here we go. Hey, no more.
Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
18. Look the hot. 19 Texas.
And Stroud now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Stroud will look to throw once more. And tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Pick the clock ultra. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ready. 52 cluster. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Ready, set. Team back. Dog red. Black,
Going back to Love. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Love now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
And behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Red, you. Let's go now. Yellow, steel, black, red.
Again, it's Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love wants to shift things around. On 2nd and 10, Love. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To the air again, Love. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jalen Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, Frank.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Come on,
back to throw. Love. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. Feeling the pressure here and take him down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. On The RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Third and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw. Love. This is caught. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Hayner, third and long from his end zone. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here comes third and about a foot. Love, he's going to change the play here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Now the ball comes out. Love lost lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Nick Herbig getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Love. We'll try and do this under pressure again, and down he goes again. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Facing this 4th quarter.